So I regret to inform you guys that we have another Japanese artist who was harassed by Western Twitter users into deleting their art because these weirdos on Twitter believed that this character was being whitewashed by this artist. Of course, these Western Twitter users don't understand coloring or shading or anything to do with producing arts. But nevertheless, this is the art, obviously the Splatoon character here, made by this artist. And then you had people on the English-speaking side of Twitter making posts like this saying, how did bro mess up with the reference right there? Getting 43,000 likes. And then they would encourage people in the replies who are taking the art from this Japanese artist and then making a lazy recolor of it, doing a fixed this BS moments where the previous poster said, I love you for this. This person would eventually delete this post out of shame. But of course, we had other viral posts like this with 60,000 likes saying we are not doing this again. The Japanese artist, when I throw this selection of color shading at them, of course, actual artists would come out and explain, y'all are actually effing stupid. This artist is using all the desaturated colors, and when you effing put the saturation all the way up, surprise, surprise, it's brown. A bit of research on color could have prevented this. F everyone who harassed this artist. But it doesn't really matter because people in the replies of the other posts were saying it actually worked, referring to the Japanese artist deleting their post after being harassed by people who don't even speak their language. And you can see people have had enough of this. This person saying, good job. You all harassed an artist. I hope you're proud of yourself. And then we have this post saying, Asians are so embarrassing. Oh, look at the anti-racist striking once again. Sharing people translated from Japanese saying adding something to someone else's picture without permission is a problem that goes beyond discrimination, referring to these recolors people were making in their fixture art moment. Another one saying, do you know what saturation is? Another one saying, can these idiots who never know how to color with low saturation please stay off of the internet and get out of this circle? Yeah, these people are harassing this artist without understanding anything about what they're complaining about. And then apparently to this non-racist, they respond by saying, Asians are so embarrassing. What is wrong with these people? Here's another one quoting that previous post saying, the average Japanese Twitter user is like 1,000 Hitlers and 3 Epsteins I distilled into a single person. You distilled them. I don't really know if that's the phrasing you wanted to do there, but this person would get destroyed. And they would respond to the valid backlash by saying, the replies to this tweet prove that 2 bombs weren't enough. The anti-racist, once again proving they are some of the most racist people you'll ever encounter. Terrible thing to see to happen to this artist, but unfortunately, I understand where they're coming from. You have a wave of weirdos making viral tweets attacking you over art, insinuating you're a racist and all these things, and you're overwhelmed. I mean, they don't even speak your language and you're getting dogpiled. I mean, some people just want to delete the post and stop the harassment, but of course, it continues on, and I just feel bad for this artist because it's another very embarrassing moment in the Western scene here. Another example of people harassing a Japanese artist who's literally doing nothing wrong.